We're ready to go. Let's just adjust it a little bit. Is that the way? I don't know. How's that? Maybe that's a little bit better. There we go. So, another good day. I was up at a decent time this morning. Came downstairs, put some washing on. That's washing as we speak. Yeah, another good day. So I'm pleased. Good days are getting more and more recently, which is nice. I've spent so long with bad days after bad days after bad days, and I don't know why. I know that the trigger was my dad passing away, and yeah, it did knock me. It knocked me quite badly, but things do seem to be improving. Not got anyone with us yet, but I'm sure that people will be joining us very soon. Last couple of days has been really good. We've had well over 1,000 views, and that's what I like to see. I'm doing this to raise awareness for depression and anxiety, to beat the stigma. The stigma says that to talk about depression and anxiety makes you weak. Is that true? Not at all. Talking about it is definitely a strength. Now, I know I'm not supposed to smoke. I know it's probably against YouTube guidelines. However, I have no idea. But good morning, guys. Welcome. So, disclaimer, smoking is bad for your health. Don't do it. What's on for today? Well, it's entirely up to you. Get in the comments, what would you like to discuss in regards to depression and anxiety? What would be helpful for you? For me, doing this, it helps me. And if it's helping me, then maybe it will help you. I started doing this, a little bit of a recap for you guys. Why am I smoking when it's bad? Because it is my one and only vice. Steph, welcome. I don't follow my own advice. Yes, that is true. I smoke. It's bad for you. I'm just putting a disclaimer out there. I smoke because I'm addicted to smoking. I will be quitting at some point. Good morning, Mr. Robin. Robin outside the dining room window. I just don't want to advertise the fact. September, thank you. I can't condone smoking weed, but it does help some people. I have recently tried CBD hash, and I've tried it 2 nights ago. Jeff, come on, man. Let's keep it serious. I tried CBD 2 nights ago, and 2 nights running, I've had a smoke just before bed, and it is the best 2 nights sleep that I have had in a long time. THC is the bad part of cannabis. I don't recommend it. It is what it is. Anyway, I don't really want to get into drugs. It's not something that the channel is about. I I was recommended CBD, so BB, off you fuck. Okay, so let's get started. Depression. September, yes, it's helped massively. I normally sit awake until probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Inspired, don't do it. And the reason I sit awake is because I have so many things going through my mind at once. And it's just hard to cope with. I don't know why THC is bad. I am just telling you what the guidelines say. Inspired, that's not the case at all. I can spend the day being very, very busy. I can be absolutely shattered, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. The reason I don't sleep is because I think about so many things, and my mind won't shut off. I don't know why it won't shut off. It is part of the anxiety side of depression. It's not good, and yeah, it's Kaz, welcome. So let's keep it serious, guys. Let's see if we can help some people with depression. I generally talk a little bit about how my own depression affects me. Um, where does my brain go when I try to shut off? My brain goes to bills, my brain goes to family, my brain goes to health, all these things, and everything hits you all at once. And as you try to shut down, more things just pop into your mind. It can't be helped. It is all part of the anxiety that comes with depression. Champagne, thank you. Inspired. Yes, I do try and deal with the problems. I try daily. Some of these problems are a direct factor of the depression. Some of the problems are something that I cannot control. And why can't I control it? Because it is about health issues, not necessarily my own. My wife has health issues that I will not be going into, and they are all a worry. September, thank you. Kaz, yes, that is part of it. Can I bring my dad back from the dead? Which is another thing. No, I can't. Garrett, yeah, I think you're talking shit, mate, to be fair. Feed my wife better food. What the fuck are you talking about? Does changing food get rid of tumours? No, doesn't. Not at all. Is it going to bring back the parts of her breasts that have been removed? No, it's not. So, yeah, help her be healthy. She eats healthy. Do you think it's all about what you eat? My wife's issues are a genetic problem, not food related. Sorry to disappoint you. Mate, fuck off. You've been a dick. Goodbye. If you have no sound, turn your volume up. It may be that because I think everybody else can hear me. WSP, what does that mean? Inspired, don't worry about it, mate. When you've dealt with something like that for 10 years plus, it just becomes a natural part of life. Good morning, Carol. Good to see you. What's up? Okay. The ceiling, if that falls, I'm fucked. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Drop some questions in the comments, and I will point out that I am not a healthcare professional, but I do deal with depression and anxiety of my own, and if my own experience can help you, that is what I aim to do. Rex, don't be so silly. Double click that screen, guys, subscribe, click like. The more people that see the subscriptions and the likes and the comments, the better the channel will do, and the more people I can help. Let me see that love heart flying up the screen. Trevor in GTA 5, thanks. Joe, good morning. Good to see you. I've kicked one person off already. Christopher, another one, don't be silly. Morning coffee. I do love my coffee in the mornings. Mood status is I'm having another good day. They're getting more and more frequent now. The bad days are more infrequent, which is nice. I'm pretty sick of the bad days, to be fair. So I think this is helping me a lot, because I am opening up about my own problems. Carol, thank you. I'm glad somebody thinks so. My wife might agree with you. Bad days are boring. Yeah, they are. They really are. So, last night, second night of having a smoke before I go to sleep, of CBD resin, and second good night's sleep I've had in a long time. I'm liking it. I am liking it. I was asleep before the wife last night, which is amazing. Carol, thank you. Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure where to go today, what we can talk about. I noticed, Joe, that in your live feed, you like to get outside in the garden and do a little bit of gardening. Kaz, that's not a compliment. Does it help? I can't stand doing gardening. I hate it. The wife loves it. Guys, if you haven't already done so, go on Joe's page on her channel and subscribe. She also talks about depression and anxiety, and she's awesome. So yeah, make sure you go and subscribe there. In the meantime, subscribe to me. Double tap that screen. Tongue tied. Yes, he was funny. Yes, he was talented. He was a bit strange though. Um, yeah, a bit of a weirdo. Um, yeah, I'm not going to get into that one. Maybe you're related. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Keep your eyes on the comments. Joe's channel is her name. There you go. So, talk to me, guys. Who was a basset hound? What basset hound? In Kenny Everett. I've got to stop tapping my feet. It makes this stupid thing wobble. That is a Springer. A Springer Spaniel. I don't know who it is. I have three images by the same artist, and my own dog is a Springer. He's over on his chair sleeping it off. He's tired this morning. He didn't want to get out of bed. My plans for today, I don't know beyond doing this. I think I might actually be going to help the wife a little bit later on at her job. Perplexed, good morning. Welcome back. Oh, dear me. You will notice that I tend to hold my shoulder quite a lot. It is quite painful, so that would be why. I can't help it. Thank you, Starship Troopers. As you know, I play an online game called Total Battle. And I have a clan on there called Rico's Roughnecks. As and when I am able to, I have a GoFundMe set up, and that will be used to help people out. Oh, well, sort of. Not so much these days. I play it on my phone. It just sort of takes my mind off things at times. I used to be a massive gamer. I used to spend anything up to 18 hours a day playing a game back when I was in my late teens, early 20s. Not so much these days. I tend to stick to just playing a one game on my phone, and just chilling with it, really. Yeah, I've got a robin hanging out outside my dining room window. It keeps flying over and saying hello and flying away again. They say that when a robin comes to see you, it is a loved one. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but I like to believe it is. Who do I think it might be? I don't know. It could be several. Get in the comments, guys. What would you like to discuss today? How does depression affect you? Is there anything that you would like to talk about this morning? Declan, good morning. What's the matter, Marley? What's the matter? Do, Joe, I've just given you a job to do. Sorry. How tall am I? 5'9". Not so many squirrels here. Yeah. Sorry, Joe. Where am I from? I live in Devon. I'm not from Devon. I am from Cheshire, in the northwest of England. Um, yeah, do whatever you want, Joe, with them. When you see the dickheads putting the comments up, yeah. Because, yeah. Some stuff I let go because it's not terrible, but like that idiot yesterday, straight away those two comes up, and it's like, what are these? Good morning, and welcome, British Defence League. Uh, 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 uh. Bum, bum, bum. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? It's the washing machine. The dog's barking at the washing machine. Have I thought about quitting smoking? Yes, I have. But I have not been in the headspace to do it yet. I had a breakdown back in December, and I'm only just coming out of the other end. So yeah, it is difficult. I have done it before, but stupidly, I started smoking again. Paracopter, what is the convo about today? Anything you want. Get in the comments. Talk to me. Tell me how depression affects you. How you tend to deal with your issues. For me, I go for walks with the dog. I just do things that keep me busy. L. Jones, yes, there is only one way up. Just a guy, drinking is not a good way to deal with it, mate. It's probably the worst way, to be honest, because drinking can depress you even more. Smart boy, what are you talking about? I don't know if I can do that from here, Joe. I might have to do it afterwards. I'm not sure. What does that button do? Let's have a look. All messages. Does that help? Someone writes something that might be spam. Tell me to fuck off or something. No, that didn't work. No, that certainly didn't work. It's still asking me to check them. My life, thank you. Telling me to fuck off is a British thing. Yeah, it is. Claire, that is not good. No, it's still asking me to review, Joe. I don't know how to change it. I'll have to look at it later on. Don't worry. I can just allow them and then you can remove them if you want. If it's too bad, do you not get the notification that comes up to review it? Declan, yeah, I thought it might. That's fine. Vendetta, yes, 100%. I very often talk about little victories. What are little victories? Everything is a little victory. Getting out of bed in the morning is a little victory. Good morning again, the haters. Keep it simple and polite, please. Yeah, getting out of bed in the morning is a little victory. Having a wash, brushing your teeth, again, little victories. Getting dressed is a little victory. Everything is a victory. What I tend to do is count up little victories. And I try and beat my score from the previous day. Haters, dare I ask what your nightmare was about? If I miss any of your comments and you ask me a question and I don't get to answer, I apologise. Keza, yeah, I do need a hair transplant, you're right, but I can't afford one, so I just got to cope with being bald. It is what it is. Do I give a fuck? Not at all. If you haven't noticed, I am pretty straight to the point. I say what I think. I have no filter. If I tell you to fuck off, I apologise, but it's, the way I am. I'm not going to put on airs and graces to try and be something I'm not. Little hazy, thank you. Yeah, I am what I am. If you don't like somebody that is to the point and blunt, then this isn't really the place for you. I am honest. It's one of the good things about me. And why? Where did that go? Joe, you can allow Carol's messages to come through. She's lovely. I think her name comes up as Jamie something. Who sounds Canadian? I certainly don't. Yeah, going for walks helps me a lot. Joe, it's all right, not a problem. She's a lovely 64-year-old, and she logs in every day actually. I walk the dog daily. I usually do a little video while I'm out with the dog. It gives me something to do when I get back as well. So when I'm out walking, I'll be filming. I do, you know, a little bit like this, but probably a little video of me talking, and then I'll put a little bit of the dog in there as well. Yeah, I can only take him so far because he's 11. He's had a couple of broken legs when he's been working on the farm in the past, and the last time he broke his leg, the vet wanted to put him to sleep, and the farmer said, no, you're not putting him to sleep, and he decided that he was going to retire him and let him just, you know, enjoy life. He still wants to work, to be honest, but he just can't keep up anymore. He's too slow. So he came and lived with me. So yeah, we go out for walks daily. We sort of go and check on the sheep and things like that, which is nice. It gets me out of the house. I then come back and I will edit my video that I've filmed while I've been out walking Marley. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. He enjoys it more. Apart from him eating sheep shit. And last night he was rolling in badger shit. He came in and he stunk. Vendetta, good on you. I prefer dogs to people. I'm not a people person anymore. I used to be quite chatty with people, you know. I used to talk to anyone. These days, I'd rather just talk to myself, if I'm honest. I don't like people. Coffee, guys, I hope you've got one. Oh, yeah. Cow shit's not too bad. It doesn't stink the same. But, I mean, yeah, it smells, but there's something about badger shit and fox shit that stinks to high heaven. And yeah, last night I went for a bath and the wife took him for his walk, and he doesn't listen to her the same as he listens to me. So he came home and he was in trouble with the wife. But yeah, bless him, he's over on his chair dreaming. You can see his legs going as he's running. Yeah, that's very true, Vendetta. I understand that. To be honest, there's not many badgers around here. It may well have been fox shit. There is a way to get rid of badgers if need be. I won't talk about that. Yime. I'm guessing it's yime. Guys, hit subscribe. Once you've done that, throw some hearts up. Let me see how many of you are clicking the subscribe button. Morning, Sam. Kristen, I hope I can remember that. I might be able to. You never know. So you will notice this morning I am dressed. I got up at a decent time. I put some washing on, did a few little bits and bobs here and there, and ta-da, no robe. That just shows that I'm having a good day. I'm not seeing any love arts coming up, guys. Click subscribe, show me that you've done it. Give me some loving. I bet that's Joe just pressing it over and over and over again, isn't it? I thought it might be. What is today going to bring, guys? Have you got any plans? Are you going to, do any hobbies? Are you going to go for a walk? What have you got planned? Declan, yeah, I've had that a few times, to be fair. Surprisingly from men. I wouldn't be surprised. Kristen, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the weather is a lot better in Texas than it is in New York. Sam, good to hear. Kevin, AFD, explain please. Sam, liked and sub, thank you. Dishes, hoovering and mopping. Sounds like an exciting day. Vendetta, doing housework, does that help your mental state? Perplexed, I know that feeling, I've been there. Being in the building trade for so many years, I've very often done all my own work on the house. I don't do it in this house. It belongs to the farm, and it's not really my place to do things like that. Yeah, keeping busy. It does help massively. It helps me for sure. I like to go out in the garage and mess around with my Land Rover. I'm at a bit of a standstill really. I need some parts for the engine so I can get the engine running properly. But what I think I'm going to do is lift the engine out and do some body work on the inner wings and things like that. I'll do that while the engine's out. It gives me more sort of space to work. Yeah, it's a good bunch this morning, Joe. Carol, I wouldn't say that, but each to their own. Yeah, Kirsten, I know that one as well. It's pretty shit where I live as well with some people. They'd rather talk about you than to you, to be honest. Everybody where I live thinks they know everything about you, and the things that they don't know, they make up. We often touch on the seasonal depression on here. Does seasonal depression affect you? Sad. Um, I'm lucky it doesn't really affect me. I'm sad all year round. Um, I don't get worse in the winter months. I don't really like waking up and it being dark outside, but it is what it is. It's part of life, I suppose. Kirsten, my aunt lives in Alabama, um, and yeah, it's pretty religious there as well. Perplexed, lay a plank for me, mate. Vanilla Gorilla, nice name. What's the matter, Marley? Come here. Come here. Come on then. Come on. Up. There we go. Here he is. He's a good boy. Yeah. Mwah. He's a good boy. You shake it off. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. You still stink. You do. He still stinks. Pinku, yes, I do smoke. I do not advise other people do it. Smoking is bad for your health. Don't do it. Why am I wet, Marley? Why am I wet? Let's see if he wants to go for a pee. Bear with me. Do you want to go out? Go on then. Go on then, go for a wee. They're just cigarettes. Go on. Hopefully, I won't lose my Wi-Fi. If I do, I will be straight back. It is beautiful today. Sun shining. Come on, Doug. Let's go. He waits for me to say come on and then decides to have a pee. Come on. And there we go. And we're back. And I didn't lose signal. Weed makes you stupid. Weed does make you paranoid. I know that much. Does my wife smoke? She does, yes. She does not smoke as much as I do. Where's James? I didn't see somebody called James. There he is. Welcome, James. Linda, welcome back. Nice to see you again. So, I did manage to quit smoking in the past. And because of my mental state, I stupidly started smoking again. It did sort of help me a little bit, I've got to admit. However, I do want to quit again. Agnostic, you're very observant. I do not have hair on my head. Actually, I do. I've got a little bit there, but if that bothers you, fuck off. I don't care. Yeah, I've smoked a long time too. I started smoking at 17. I do, again, intend to quit. Laughing Phantom, hi. I will look it up, Musgraph. To be fair, last time I quit, I just went cold turkey. I just quit. I did exactly the same thing when I used to drink. I went out for a Christmas work party. I got hammered, and then I decided at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I've had enough. I'm going home, and I'm not drinking again. I do have the odd whiskey when I'm at home to chill out on an evening, but very, very rarely. I'm not really a drinker. It's not my thing. Vic, easier said than done. Yes, it is tough, but I need to be in the right mental state to be able to quit. To be honest, smoking is the only thing that I do. It's the only bad thing that I do. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't waste money on other stuff. So, you know, I know it's bad for my health, and I will quit. Just not yet. Anyway, stop picking on me for smoking, and let's talk about depression. All things related to. Yeah, let's get into it. If I called the shopkeeper a twat, he'd just look at me and laugh, because people know what I'm like. Not that I go to the shop very often. I usually send the wife. Going to the shop means I've got to see people, and yeah, I don't like people. Don't forget, guys, click subscribe. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, do it. And once you have, give me some love. Agnostic, why are you still talking about smoking? So yesterday, I was on just over an hour yesterday, and I had 1,300 views. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Linda, do I believe being exposed to mold can cause depression? I don't know. I don't know. I know it can cause problems with respiration, which in turn could affect your mood. Thank you. See, I don't even want to smoke that one anymore because you've all made me feel bad. So, to you lot, making me feel bad. I've lived in a couple of houses where mold has been an issue. Thankfully, I'm a builder, so I've been able to deal with the problems myself. However, for the normal everyday people that don't know what they're doing, it's not that easy. So getting rid of mold is a massive undertaking for some people. It's not good. Usually there is a reason. Usually there is a cause. Check your downpipes, gutters, things like that. If there's water coming down the outside of the building, Pinku, tattoos. Yeah, they're just doodles. I've got a tattoo gun and I just sit and draw on myself. Declan, shush. Don't be a twat. So yeah, very often the cause of the mold is water ingress from the outside, very often from downpipes, guttering, not having a soak away around the edge of your building. So as you come around the outside of your building, if you look and it's just concrete up to the brickwork or stonework, I used to specialize in stone buildings. Yeah, that could be a cause of it. Pinku, is your house brick, stone? Is it rendered? Does it have sand and cement finish on it? Do you know? Talk to me. Yeah, I reckon it's probably pink as well. Linda, yes. My wife is going through the menopause and it is a very real thing. Pinku, red brick built in the 80s, it could well be the issue. Does it need pointing? Can you put your finger in between the brickwork and where the cement should be? I don't think so, Linda. I think it's more a case of it makes you feel poorly, it makes you feel low. Um, and that's what it is, really, I should think. Zach, yes, you can only heal yourself. That is very true. Um, but if your thinking is more along the lines of you need to suck it up, then no, that is not true. And yeah, welcome to the channel. Okay, yeah, that's good. So let's get into what is depression. Jojo, are you calling me a Buddha? I'm not fat enough to be a Buddha, mate. I'd need to be a lot bigger than this. Sorry to disappoint. More like a monk. Buckeyes, welcome. Have a good day at work. Yeah, rub my belly. Might make you feel better. Joe, what's OSU? Ah, that's OSU. Okay, Buckeyes. So yeah, let's talk about what is depression. Depression is a chemical imbalance in your brain. It can vary from day to day, and some days will be good, some days will be bad. Um, it is up to you what your day is going to be, although you may feel like it is something that you have no control over. The way forward is little victories. Farouk, I think that's not the question to be put here, mate. I'm going to allow it, but let's not get into that. Um, I believe that that is an issue that is not really part of depression and anxiety. Zach, I tend not to get into drugs, mate, so let's keep it, you know, CBD is okay. Now, for me, I wake up in the morning and I don't know how my day is going to go. Um, I usually have to drink my first coffee before I know whether it's a good day or a bad day. Whereas recently, the last few days have been good days. Um, and I 100% believe that it is down to my little victories. This is coffee. It's a drink, it's not a drug. Pinku, well said. Kirsten, I'm really sorry to hear that. Um, yeah, it will make it worse, 100%. Um, I've been in an abusive marriage. Actually, it wasn't a marriage because I wasn't married, but yeah, there was abuse there. Um, and my ex tried to smash a glass over my head while I was holding my son. Um, Funnily enough, I called the police and I got arrested. Work that out. Joe, were you married? I don't know what that is. I can't see that. It looks like a green bumblebee to me, so yeah, I don't know what that is. Pinku, you're right there. Oh, you should be married by now then, Joe. Ah, okay. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's very often the case, Kirsten. Kirsten, was it? Or Kristen? I can't remember. Marriage sucks. Never been in the right marriage then, Sonny. Joe, why is that relevant? Marley, stop it. Oh, that's why my leg was wet, because you just sat there licking all the badger crap off you. Kristen, sorry. I suck with acronyms. Yeah, there's so many that I don't know. People put up on here, and I'm like, what is that? Oh, bless. Robin, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone's got one. Doesn't mean we want to see it. And so you should be, Joe. Sing a song, please. Not a chance. Not going to happen. Actually, I could sing a song. Oh, no politics, please. I am Henry VIII, I am Henry VIII, I am. Will that do? Robin, you can say you don't want anything to do with it. If you do, off you fuck. Kona, fuck off. No politics. I'm going to have another cigarette now. Just to piss people off. Why? Because I can. Do you mean Hemingway? Perplexed, well done. So I'm on my third marriage. My first marriage, I was cheated on several times, so I divorced her. Actually, she divorced me when I left her. I then moved away and married again, and she was controlling. Spent all my money. No, I always put a filter in. I know it's not marijuana. Oh my God. Come on, guys, talk to me. Get in the comments. Let's talk about depression instead of moaning about smoking and talking about fucking Donald Trump. Yeah, it seems so. I don't do politics. I don't do religion. I do the paranormal. I do find that interesting. Homemade cigarettes are great, yes. What kind of tobacco do I smoke? Why is that relevant? It's rolling tobacco. Joe, fuck off. Yeah, off you fuck. Ha ha. And that's the exact reason why I think Joe is fantastic. I do like Bob Marley, yes. This is actually Golden Virginia. I don't know whether you will know what it is. Obviously, it's not all English people or British people here. We need to learn to come back together as a world. That's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? Robin, thank you. My average marriage time. I've been married to my current wife 10 years, and we are still going strong. My wife and I have been through hell and back, and we've stayed together right the way through it. Maybe you want to learn how to spell depressed first. Sunny, no, the source of my depression is a chemical imbalance in my brain. It's also down to situations that have happened in the past, like not seeing my children for 10 years. Yeah, many reasons for depression. Shark, yes, you can help. It's always nice to try and fix things, which is why I do this. I want to help people. If talking about my depression helps one person, then I'm doing what I want to be doing. The picture behind me was done by an artist. I don't know the dog. I have 3 of them. It is what it is. Shark, thank you. Robin, well done. 40 years is a long time. Three of what? Lions Fish Shop. Bum, 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 bum. Hit subscribe, guys. And when you've done so, give me some hearts to let me know you've done it. Kona, this isn't about politics, so let's not get into it. Am I reading any books at the moment? I've got 3 waiting for me to read, actually. And I've not been in a headspace to get into it. I can't focus on them, mainly because of medication. Thank you very much, Lion. I'm going to call you Lion because I don't want to read Lion's Fish Shop every time. It's quite a long name, isn't it? Thank you very much. I have talked a little bit about religion and how I look at religion. It's not really where I want to go, but I take an interest in all religions. I like to compare them. Do I have a preference on any of them? No. Do I want to discuss religion? No. Do I believe in God? I don't know. Do I believe in the devil? Nah. Do I believe in heaven? Maybe, but I am more leaning towards when people pass away, they stay with us, they stay here, and they watch over us. So yeah, simple as that, really. Let me also clear up why I do not talk about politics. Politics is something that everybody has an opinion on, and most people's opinion differ. It's too controversial and does not belong on a depression channel. Lions, come on, you know better than doing that. YouTube can ban you for saying things like that, mate. Yes, politics is a complex subject. If you comment on people's live feeds or videos saying drop by my channel, YouTube can actually ban you for doing so. So yeah, just be a bit careful with that, mate. I only discovered that 2 days ago. Do I find meditation helpful? No, I don't. I find massages helpful, actually. In a non-sexual way, the wife will give me a massage and I completely shut down, which is really nice. I do like, you know, these music things that you can get, that it's like rain on windows and things like that. What do I do on my channel? I talk. What's the most common question I get here? To be honest, it's usually something like, why are you depressed? And I just feel like saying, oh, fuck off, you know? Because it's people taking the piss. Lions, explain, what is the Spoon Man? Do you make spoons? Shani, no. Some will ask, what are the causes of my depression, which is a genuine question. I understand that. Lions, well done. I hope that helps you completely. It's always good to have something that, you know, is, yeah, as Joe says, therapeutic. It's when people come to the channel and the first thing they say is, what are you depressed about? What have you got to be depressed about? Or why are you depressed? That's the things that wind me up. Well, they don't wind me up. I just think, oh, you're just being a dick. I'm a bit of a blunt person. I tend not to take some comments very well. I'll just think, off you fuck, sort of thing. it's Depression Talks. It's about being depressed. It's about how you deal with being depressed. Concerned citizen, that sounds awful, mate. Legacy, yeah. When I buy massage oils, I tend to go for the ones that are aromatherapy based, you know, with natural oils in them. You'll notice as well, I have to keep relighting my cigarette, and the reason for that is I'll take a drag and then I'll let it burn. Um, yeah, so I don't actually get to smoke the whole thing. Um, I've always done it. I used to, when I was at work, I would light a cigarette and it'd just be sitting in my mouth like that while I'm working, and I'd not necessarily be smoking it. Declan, yeah, 100%. However, although I agree with that, sometimes it's impossible for someone to actually get themselves into the headspace where they can focus on doing something. Oh, I don't have a Jeep, it's a Land Rover. A Jeep is a completely different thing. Um, Morgan, I used to go to the gym. I was at the gym 6 days a week. Um, no, it doesn't help. Nah. Declan, Jeep wankers. Yes, I do have a Landy. I have a 300 TDI Discovery, which is the first one, the first Discovery that they made, or 300 TDI that they made. It's in halfway through being restored. Coffee, always coffee. Morgan, you're wrong. You're very, very wrong. I exercise daily. Vera trucks. Yeah, I do like Toyotas. Thank you, Declan. We're getting quite busy today. It's nice to see 39 viewers right now. If everybody that is viewing right now hits that like button, thank you very much. I'd appreciate it. Once you've done that, make sure you subscribe. It's important to me. I want people to see what we do here. The reason being, I want people to know that there's someone there that will listen to what's going on with depression and anxiety, and B, to beat the stigma. The stigma is it's weak to talk about depression. That is not true. Talking about depression and how it affects you is a strength. A lot of people find themselves in a position where they have had enough. they can't cope anymore, they just want it all to end. When you are feeling that way, when you're in that position, what you need to do is pick up the phone, speak to somebody, anybody. You don't have to tell them that you're depressed. You don't have to tell them that you can't cope anymore. All you need to do is just have a chat. Spending 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour chatting to somebody, whether it be a friend, whether it be the Samaritans, whoever, it doesn't matter who you talk to. Pick up the phone, have a chat. Just doing that will 100% change your outlook on what is going on. Don't feel like you're alone. You don't have to tell them that, you can't cope anymore. You don't have to tell them how you're feeling. Just have a chat. Anything at all. Talk about anything. You will feel better after. Just to know that there's someone there that you can talk to. And it doesn't have to be somebody that's a friend. It doesn't have to be a friend. It can be the Samaritans. It can be anyone. It can be a complete stranger that you're talking to. It makes no difference. I've overrun once again, guys. It's been almost an hour and a half. So I am going to call it a day there. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching and taking part. Click subscribe, and we will see you again tomorrow morning, 10:30 BST, that is the UK. And have a fantastic day. Much love to you all. Cheers, guys.